You're looking at the photo library on your phone. There are hundreds of them, thousands maybe. You in that sunlight by the window, you laughing at that dinner last week, a version of you that looks happy. You tap the share button, your thumb hovers over the screen, and then you feel it, that cold, quiet weight in your chest. You lock your phone and set it face down on the table. Not today, maybe not ever. To the rest of the world, your life is a ghost town. While everyone else is busy building digital monuments to their best weekends, you're staying behind the curtain. People might tell you it's because you're shy, or maybe you just don't care about the validation. But you know that isn't quite the whole truth. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have taken the photo in the first place. There's a specific kind of person who lives entirely in the shadows of the internet. You're a lurker, a digital spectator. You watch the stories, you see the milestones, you witness the highlights of people you haven't spoken to in 5 years. But you remain unobserved. It's not that you don't have a life, it's that you're terrified of what happens when that life becomes an object for others to consume. Think about the moment you consider posting. Suddenly, you aren't looking at a memory anymore. You're looking at a product. You start seeing your own face through the eyes of a stranger. Is my smile too wide? Does this look like I'm trying too hard? Will they think I'm bragging? Or worse, will they think I'm pathetic for wanting them to see this? Psychology calls this public self-consciousness. For most people, a photo is a bridge. For you, it's a vulnerability. When you post a photo, you aren't just sharing a moment. You're submitting a version of yourself for a performance review. And the silence, the lack of likes or comments, feels less like a glitch in the algorithm and more like a verdict on your existence. So you choose the safety of the void. There is a hidden comfort in being invisible. If nobody sees you, nobody can misinterpret you. If you don't put yourself on the shelf, nobody can decide you aren't worth the price. Many non-posters carry a heavy burden of perfectionism. You feel that if you can't present a version of your life that is cohesive, aesthetic, and undeniably good, then it's better to present nothing at all. You're protecting the sanctity of your private self. You've realized that the moment a memory is uploaded, it stops belonging to you. It becomes a data point, a conversation starter, a piece of social currency. By keeping your photos to yourself, you're keeping the experience pure. You're refusing to let the digital world touch the things that actually matter. But there's a darker side to this silence. Sometimes we don't post because we've become disconnected from the person in the mirror. We look at the photos of others and see characters. We see people who seem to know who they are. Then we look at ourselves and see a work in progress, a messy, unfinished draft. We think, I'll post when I've lost the weight. I'll post when I'm more successful. I'll post when I finally feel like the person I'm supposed to be. We are waiting for a version of ourselves that doesn't exist yet. And so years go by. Your digital footprint is a blank map. You exist in the memories of your friends, but in the archives of the world, you are a ghost. This isn't a call to start posting. There is a quiet dignity in living a life that isn't for sale. There's a profound strength in knowing your worth isn't measured in engagement. But ask yourself, are you staying silent because you're at peace? Or are you staying silent because you're afraid to be seen as human? To be seen is to be judged. That's true. But to be seen is also to be known. You don't owe the internet a single pixel of your life. Your memories are no less real because they stayed on your hard drive. Just remember that the world is a little dimmer when you decide to hide your light completely. Maybe tomorrow you'll pick one, not for them, but just to prove to yourself that you were here, and that here was enough.